Okay, today we're talking about hemp seed oil versus CBD oil, if there's a difference and which one is actually more effective. As you know by the title, today we're talking about the differences between CBD and just hemp seed oil, because there definitely are differences and we do still get this question a lot. And I just want to quickly clarify the differences, because hemp, CBD, cannabis, these are all terms that are used interchangeably in conversation. So I just want to kind of bite it in the butt right now and get down to the details. First things first, hemp seed oil. It's really high in omega-6 and omega-3s. You may have seen it at your supermarket or a local grocery store, and it's really easily accessible. Hemp seed oil has been around on the shelves for a really long time, prior to the Hemp Farm Bill of 2018. So that being said, how is that legal? How is that possible? I remember back in the day when hemp seed oil was like, hemp seeds, honestly, were really frowned upon. It was just this hippy dippy thing that not a lot of people like to talk about, if they used it or not used it. And so hemp seed oil, it has really great benefits, but it contains little to no CBD at all, and absolutely no THC. As the name states, hemp seed oil comes from the seeds of the hemp plant. So not even deriving it from marijuana, it's just from what they classify as cannabis sativa, which is hemp, and it's only coming from the seed. You can buy hemp seeds in the grocery store floor, you can buy hemp seed oil, and again, like I said, there's little to no CBD in that product because the CBD is not concentrated there in the plant. Versus CBD oil, when you see CBD oil on the market, the reason for that is that CBD is fat soluble. Cannabis in general is fat soluble. So it needs a really high fat content carrier for it to be effective in your body. So for us at Restart, for example, we provide a CBD oil, but the base of the oil isn't actually hemp, it's coconut oil. It's MCT, medium chain triglyceride coconut oil. There are companies that use hemp seed oil as the base, avocado oil, olive oil, vegetable oil, and those are all just different ways that you can suspend CBD in an oil form, but by no means do you just find CBD oil in nature like that. It's usually a raw distillate, they're infusing it into an oil, there's some sort of chemical process to make sure that it just mixes properly, and then it's sent off to the shelves. So again, we use MCT coconut oil simply because it's shelf stable, there's antibacterial properties to it. The medium chain triglycerides are really great for cognitive and brain function, just to make you a little bit more sharp. But again, it's oil, so we advise not taking too much at once because it may make you go to the bathroom. But that's besides the point. Besides the point, how CBD is extracted is through the leaves, the stalk, the roots of the cannabis hemp plant. And so that's where the CBD cannabinoid is really concentrated. Again, other cannabinoids are also concentrated in there. There's THC, CBN, CBG. So when it's extracted through different extraction methods, you can do a live rosin extraction, a live resin extraction, a CO2 extraction, an ethanol extraction. Through that extraction processes, and then through different filtration systems, you can isolate these other cannabinoids, or you get that full spectrum product that you're going to see on the market, primarily meaning it's a full plant profile, meaning it contains over hundreds of those cannabinoids, meaning it does contain trace amounts of THC if it is full spectrum, but primarily CBD. I'm gonna list off the effects of hemp seed oil really quickly because there are some really great health benefits if you want to use hemp seed oil. They're just not maybe the same benefits that you would get from a CBD oil. It's been known to relieve constipation. Again, it's an oil, so if you take enough of it, it's gonna just run through your system. So those dealing with that may like that. It actually can provide cardiovascular health benefits. It can also improve some skin conditions and actually help your GI as well. On the other hand, CBD oil, its primary uses and what people really gravitate towards it for are for its anti-inflammatory properties, anti-anxiousness properties. It's better for, overall decreasing that inflammation. People use it for sleep. Really, there's a whole array of things that are a little bit more clinical. It can be used for GI conditions as well and any skin irritations because, again, it's an anti-inflammatory condition and there is that higher percent of CBD content. So you are going to get more medicinal benefits than just just the hemp seed oil alone. I did want to point out that one of the main reasons that CBD oil came to market and why it's so freakishly popular nowadays is because it's helped with epilepsy. So there's been a lot of research done, and why, again, CBD and hemp in general has become federally legal is because of the research done for people dealing with epilepsy. And epilepsy is a condition where you have random seizures and you can have really adverse side effects from those seizures. So it just helps people mitigate that. And there have been amazing research, amazing studies, and I encourage you to go do your own research and see the results of them. As CBD in high concentrations actually helps a lot of people, from what I've read, completely diminish it or get rid of the seizures. Again, everyone's very different, and there is that given that take with understanding taking epilepsy medication and taking CBD oil to counteract that. But if you find a really good doctor and you want to look into it, I highly encourage you to gravitate towards CBD oil. Again, pushing hemp oil to the side and really focusing on the medicinal aspects of CBD, of cannabis, and of the plant. It's been highly utilized. It's been semi-researched. There's still a lot of research going on that's new and happening every single day. So I always encourage you to stay up to date, do your research, Google things, send us articles, comment below, keep the conversation going, talk to your friends and family about it, because someone may find a benefit using CBD oil that they maybe didn't even think was possible, which is one of the great beauties of cannabis. Last thing I want to note about CBD oils, because there are a lot on the market, one of the biggest things is quality. Making sure it's a really good quality. Just like hemp oil or olive oil, I'll use olive oil as an example. When you go to the supermarket, there's tons of different olive oils on the shelves, ranging from top shelf to bottom shelf to ones that won awards to a light olive oil to an extra virgin olive oil to whatever it may be. And it all has to do with the quality sourcing of those olives and how it's extracted and what kind of container it's put in. So for example, again, we offer our CBD oil with an MCT organic coconut oil. Our CBD is all CO2 extracted, so there's no harsh chemicals, and it's the cleanest way to get the product out with the most benefit and the most yield. We also put it in an amber bottle, which helps protect it from the sun, versus let's say a clear bottle, which it has that UV damage that can happen over time. Also, it's in a glass bottle because glass does not absorb that oil in the plastic. If someone, let's say, puts it in a plastic bottle, the plastic isn't seeping into your CBD. I haven't yet seen a plastic bottle, but I just wanted to mention it just in case. And again, quality over everything. So making sure that they're third-party lab tested, that there's a high percentage of CBD in your product. If it's an isolate, it should be majority, almost 100% CBD. If it's a full spectrum, keep in mind, if you imagine a pie chart, a slice of that pie is gonna be CBD, can range anywhere from, let's say, 1 to 20 to 30%. I've seen it sometimes as high, but then the other pie slices are filled with other cannabinoids. So you definitely need to take that into account if it's an isolate versus full spectrum, how much you're actually getting. But then you're also, pros and cons list. Maybe you're getting something out of just the CBD pure product versus getting something else out of a full spectrum product because of the other cannabinoids, because of the terpenes. All those things to keep in mind. I know it's a lot of information sometimes, but today's video is all about hemp versus CBD oil, and I hope this cleared that up. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Restart CBD, where we post amazing educational and goofy content every single day. Make sure to subscribe to this channel to support us and to support our small business. If you learned anything, comment down below, be a part of the conversation, and of course you can shop online at restartcbd.com. All this information will be down in the details, and see you in the next video.